Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a great, interesting topic for you today. A lot of clients ask me this. Can you tell the police to get off your property in Canada? Very loaded question. I'm going to give you a few examples and answer that question. The bottom line is yes, in most circumstances you can. There are exceptions to that, first of all, and I'll go through the exceptions. But you are in peaceable possession of your property. So if anyone shows up your property and you don't want them to be there, you can tell them to leave. There's no question about that. Now, there are exceptions. I'm going to go through the exceptions. If the police show up, for example, for routine question, they want to ask you about a crime or you're a witness or you're a suspect, and they don't have a search warrant, you can ask them to leave. If they have a search warrant, that is a warrant to arrest you or to search your home, you can't ask them to leave, unfortunately. You have to let them in, ask them to show the search warrant, be polite, say nothing. Right to remain silent is very important in that situation. What other situations? Well, if there was what are called exigent circumstances. So let's say the police got a call that you're beating up your wife, and they show up and they hear noises inside consistent with that. Well, those are exigent circumstances, and you can't ask them to leave. They're going to investigate and possibly even break in the door if they hear your wife in imminent danger, for example. Another example is what's called hot pursuit. So let's say the police are pursuing a suspect, whether it's you, car chase, for example, and you hot tail it onto your property and then into your house. Well, that's hot pursuit. They're entitled to enter your home to nab you, frankly, in that situation, or onto your driveway. That's called hot pursuit. So exigent circumstances are emergencies, hot pursuits for a suspect or you who's entered your property, and of course search warrants for either your arrest or to search your home. Can't tell them to leave. Now, what happens if you say to the police, well, look, do you have a search warrant? Are you here for arrest? And you ask them to leave, and they say, no, we're here. And they insist on staying. Well, if it's an unscrupulous police officer, that could happen. You have to be very careful in that situation. Be polite, exercise your rights, don't say anything, keep asking them to leave. And you don't want to escalate the situation. You don't want to get involved in a brouhaha with them. Just be very polite. They will eventually leave. Just shut up. But that's an unethical police officer. They shouldn't be doing that. But not a heck of a lot you can do about that. You could file a police complaint after, complain or possibly sue the police. But the short answer to the question, yes, in most situations, subject to those exceptions, you can ask anyone to leave your property, including the police. But heck, if they don't leave their property, don't start putting your hands on them. You know the police, they're gonna, if you start doing that, don't stand at your rights. You're the one who's going to wind up getting charged, and the courts are going to sort it out. The police may lie in that situation. You're dealing with an unscrupulous and unethical police officer then. Obviously, most police officers are honest. They're going to leave. They're just doing their job. They want to ask you a question. Maybe you're a suspect. Maybe you're a witness. And that's up to you whether you want to talk to the police. You don't have to if you don't want to, and you have a right to remain silent if you're a person who's under arrest or under investigation. It's an interesting topic. Just be careful, ask them to leave, and don't escalate the situation. Thank you for watching our video. We are absolutely committed to bringing you the best possible criminal and DUI educational videos. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've been charged with a criminal offense in Ontario and require our services, please click on the link in the description below.